Walsh up to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which is the republic, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Principal Busey.
Thank you, Ms. McGovern. Thank you, Nick. Great job. Good morning and welcome to our Grade 8 Moving On ceremony for the Pisces cluster. This is always a special occasion as we celebrate the achievements of our graduating class as they move on to high school, whether it be to Peabody Veterans Memorial High School or any of the other schools that members of this class will be heading off to. I'd like to introduce a few of the folks that are joining us to help honor this class this morning, starting with the Mayor of the City of Peabody, Mr. Ted Betancourt. Our Superintendent, Dr. Levine. Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Murtagh. State Senator Joan Lovely. State Representative Tom Walsh. School Committee Member Beverly Griffin Dunn. And representing Peabody High School this morning, one of the deans, Mr. Bob Bua. I would like to ask Mayor Betancourt to come up to say a few words.
Good morning. I'm extremely honored to be here with you this morning for the Higgins Middle School Moving On ceremony, an important moment in the lives of our 8th graders. It is meaningful for two reasons. First, we are celebrating the achievement of an important milestone in the educational journey of our students, an opportunity for well-deserved congratulations in attaining this honor. But today is also a day to look forward in anticipation because our 8th graders will be going to high school next year. Some will go to Bishop Fenwick, St. John's Prep, and other schools, but most of you will go to Peabody Veterans Memorial High School to experience some of the best years of your lives. At our high school graduation a couple weeks ago, we honored over 400 incredibly talented and accomplished students with their diplomas, many preparing for their next step and going on to college. We have students attending Ivy League schools, MIT, and other top colleges. It is something that makes me proud as mayor to see our young students having success and pursuing their dreams. It is important for all of our students to know that you can achieve all of your dreams right here from the Higgins Middle School. I could speak for hours, but I promise I won't today, of graduates from Peabody who have all gone on to accomplish incredible success. It was a few months ago, I met a student who graduated some years ago from the middle school, and he is studying to be a marine biologist and just signed up for an exhibition to study whales off the coast of Africa. And a couple of weeks ago, I met a young man who graduated 9 years ago from the Higgins, 5 years ago from Peabody High School, who is studying to be an engineer, actually just became a junior engineer, and is just signed up to go to Costa Rica for a water improvement project that's taking place over there. And those are just two of the many stories I could tell about students I've met along the way. And I can't wait to hear the stories that these young students, what they achieve in their lives. Peabody graduates from the Higgins Middle School have become leaders in a variety of fields, in medicine, in the law, in business, in the military, in education, in athletics, performing arts, and government. From right where you are sitting, know that all of you can achieve your dreams. Congratulations to each and every one of you, to your families. I know it's a team effort being a dad of 4 children. I know it's a team effort. I know this is a proud day for all of you. I want to congratulate our teachers and administrators, so many caring, supportive people in the school that have dedicated their lives to helping our students. Very admirable, and we're very lucky to have wonderful people like up on the stage that care for our kids. But most importantly, I want to congratulate all of the students. This is a well-deserved honor. I can't wait to see what happens in the years ahead, and always dream big. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. At this point, I'd like to call up Superintendent Levine to say a few words as well.
When I was introduced, I noticed that there were a couple kids that didn't clap. I'll give you their names later. Welcome, everybody, and congratulations to all the parents and the grandparents and extended family and friends, everybody who's had anything to do with helping these children get to where they are today, these young ladies and young men. And now you're going to high school. Good morning, kids. Nah, come on. I know it's Friday morning. You're looking forward to the weekend. Good morning, kids. Good morning. That's better. So I'm going to talk to you for just a couple of minutes about what I think is important for you to know other than just your academics and your testing, which is important. I want to talk to you about giving back and community service. When I was in high school, we didn't think much about community service. As a matter of fact, we were thinking about sports and the weekend. But then John F. Kennedy became president while we were in high school. And before he was assassinated, he did a couple of things that were very important for me. One, he established the Peace Corps. Now, I never went into the Peace Corps, which was youth from college going right to different places in the world, like some of the most far-off places in the world, to help people who were in need. By the thousands, people signed up for that. And you know, I never had the opportunity to go, but I always was interested in the concept of why people would go so far away from the wonderful things that we have here in America to outposts so far away where they don't have anything, literally. And as I grew, as I got older, as I matured, I realized how important it was to other people to give to those people. We're so lucky to be born here in America. We are so lucky to be in America. This is the greatest country on the face of the earth. But what keeps us great is the spirit of helping others. In a participatory democracy, and that's what we are, a participatory democracy, if you don't participate, you lose the underpinnings of what makes us so great as a nation. So I want to encourage you, for those of you who already are involved in community service, I applaud you. For those of you who aren't, please get involved at the high school next year. There are so many different ways for you to help others at the high school. So many different ways. I want to give you a quick example. A few months ago, I got a phone call from a student at the high school. And they had an idea for a project but didn't know how to get it off the ground. And they asked me a few questions, and I said, we can do this, this, and this, and we can make it a wonderful project. And they went about the business of taking my advice and working with Mrs. Gore at the high school. She's a wonderful lady. And they came up with this project to redo a bedroom. Now, some of you may remember a television show where they redid homes. What was the theme of that? Build that house or move that bus? Move that bus. Any of you remember that? You might be a little too young for that. But a few years ago, that was on a regular basis. Move that bus. They'd move the bus, and there'd be a brand new renovated home behind it. Well, this was a brand new renovated bedroom for a needy family here in Peabody that went through a process of applying. And the pictures that they sent me of the child that was now on her new bed in her new bedroom were amazing. And the kids were so excited who did this. They worked very hard over a period of months. They don't even want recognition. I wanted to get them together and bring them to the school committee, and they're resisting. No, we don't need credit. We're just happy that we did it. You will feel great about yourselves if you give back. You'll feel better than the people that receive the efforts that you make. Because that's what community service does. It makes you feel good about yourself. So get involved when you get to the high school in something where you give back to others, where you help somebody that might have just a little bit less than you. Make people feel good and make yourselves feel good as well. It's important in our great country, and it might be especially important today. Thank you for listening. Congratulations to all of you. I look forward to seeing you at the high school next year.
Thank you, Dr. Levine. This year in total, between the four clusters, there are over 425 of you moving on. And as you know, we are still the largest middle school in the state. And the size of our school, and with it the abundance of talent that we have here, both artistically, athletically, musically, along with the intelligence and character of those of you sitting here in front of us, is our greatest strength. And it is our pride that we send you out into the world beyond Higgins. At this point in the program, we're going to recognize the achievement, effort, and citizenship of some of our graduating Pisces students. And to kick it off, I'd like to introduce the housemaster that put these ceremonies together, Ms. Karen McGovern.
Thank you. We're very fortunate to have such wonderful community support in our community leaders. And at this time, I'd like to invite Senator Lovely to the stage to honor.
Good morning, and congratulations to all the students moving on to high school. Yeah, it's such a privilege and an honor to be here, and especially in this absolutely brand new, beautiful, beautiful building. As a state legislator, this is what we do. We fight for the funds to be able to make these beautiful schools happen all over the Commonwealth, and I'm so proud to be here in Peabody and to be in this beautiful building, and that you had the opportunity to be here this year, the first class that will be moving on from this beautiful facility. And it's just not about the facility, it's also about the teachers and the administrators and everybody who supported you, your family and your friends. And I want to expand on just a tiny bit on Superintendent Levine about giving back for public service. Well, I also would like to see you give back to each other, help each other. As you're moving on to high school, it's one of the most exciting times of your lives. You will really enjoy it, have fun, work hard, but also support each other because there will be challenges in the way, maybe with substance abuse, maybe with drugs. So I want you to really be able to support each other, help each other out, and speak up if you think that something's wrong. So congratulations, and I'm happy to read the first student who will be receiving an award. Francesca Souza is an excellent student. She is thoughtful, diligent, and respectful. The quality of her work is superior to that of her peers, and she is always prepared to engage in any class activity. In her spare time, Francesca plays sports and music. She has played soccer since the 3rd grade, was on the basketball team in 5th grade, and currently runs track for the Higgins Middle School team. She has a fascination for the arts, playing the flute, guitar, and piano. She has been a hybrid for 3 years, playing in the band and singing in the chorus. Her music teachers describe her as attentive and very talented. She has volunteered her time helping out at Jazz Night at the Holy Ghost in Peabody, and she also is a member of the jazz band was a member of the jazz band in 7th grade. In addition to devoting her time to the arts, Francesca also enjoys giving back to her community. She helped out at her church's bazaar and has participated in fundraisers to help raise money for children's missionaries. Francesca has volunteered at a preschool program and tutored at an elementary school. It is so impressive to see such a young girl volunteering her time to helping others. It is evident that Francesca sees the importance in becoming an active member of her community. It is a privilege to be here today and present this award to Francesca Souza. She is an outstanding student, a great person, and she deserves to be recognized for all of her accomplishments. Congratulations, Francesca. Come on up. Come on up.
Thank you, Senator. Congratulations, Francisca. Everybody does that. They try to come up the stage this way, Francisca, so don't worry about it. I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce the Pisces faculty this morning, starting with the teacher of English on the Pisces team, Allison Healy. Social Studies, Brendan Powers. Science, Stephen Clark. And Math, Krista Shea. We are very fortunate here at Higgins to have a group of professionals with the perfect combination of the desire to see their kids succeed and the understanding that it's the relationships that are the key to that success. Nobody exemplifies that more than the housemaster and guidance counselor that have been alongside this class for 3 years with a caring and dedication that is second to none, Mr. Ginalfi and Mrs. Wallace. As we continue with our awards, we have one very impressive graduating Pisces student who has achieved the lofty status of principal's list for each of her 12 marking periods here at Higgins. That means that Jenna Durkin is leaving us with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Congratulations, Jenna, and come on up. In the entire class of 2017, Higgins class of 2017, we have 6 students with perfect attendance. 5 of them are in the Pisces cluster, which is pretty impressive. They have not missed a day of school during their entire middle school career, which is particularly impressive given the number of snow days we've had over the past couple of years. Thank you, Dr. Levine, for that, and which has wreaked havoc on our school calendar. We'd like to take a minute to acknowledge the following students for their exceptional dedication and commitment to our school, starting with Roman Bukovko. Aiden Cotto. It's hard to get to us. Roman, congratulations. Aiden's here, right? Dante DeGin. Dante DeGianfelice. Sorry, Dante, stepped on that. Thomas Pothier. And Antonio Ricciardi. Nice job, Tom. Antonio. The Pisces teachers are going to be recognizing some of the achievement that they have seen in their classes this year. And to begin, I'd like to call up Ms. Healy.
This year's English Award goes to a student who truly understands the value of reading and writing. Throughout the school year, I would always see him with a book in his hands. During class discussions, he would always have something insightful to say about the text we were reading. He's a bright, mature young man who works hard and who's very deserving of this award. I wish him the best of luck next year in the 9th grade. This year's English Award goes to Nathaniel Swanson.
Next up with Social Studies, Mr. Powers.
So my award this year goes to a young man who not only looks at social studies from just a historical perspective of the past, but is concerned with the present and also the future. Despite the fact in class we often disagree ideologically about the present and the future, that is not a problem, because he does so from a perspective and he is informed. This year, I'm giving my cluster award, or my social studies award, to Matthew McDonald.
And with the award from Science, Mr. Clark.
Good morning, Pisces. This science would like to recognize for academic excellence Dante D. Gianfelice. Dante exhibits that excellent habit of mind of a true scientist. Dante has curiosity. Dante is not afraid to ask those questions that are so important. And that's extremely important this day and age. We need to be asking those questions. And Dante, I congratulate you for science excellence. Thank you, sir.
And with the award for Math, Miche.
Glad I wore the heels today, or you might not be able to see me. This year's math award is going to a young lady who has gone above and beyond. Whenever she has to write anything for me in math, which we all know is kind of new to some of you still, she goes above and beyond anything. She puts forth effort. She's always helping other students, and I'm just going to miss her, and I wish her the best of luck next year. This year's award is going to Mia Madano.
Congratulations to all of the Pisces Award winners this year. Very well deserved. For the presentation of the certificates to the graduating Pisces class of 2017, I'd like to call up Mr. Ginolfi.
Okay, Gabby, it's the moment we've been waiting for you, so you can start the procession. So as we read the names, is that on? No. As we read the names, is that on? I would ask you to please refrain from clapping so we don't disturb anybody else's name being read. Everybody should be able to hear their name read. At the end, we'll have applause for the whole group, please. Gabriella Aparicio. Is this loud? Can you hear? Alexander Amoroso, David Arujo, Ethan Arico. Stephen Baker. Mark Batista. Chadi Balaji. Darcy Boucher. Stephen Bua. Jeffrey Buendia. Roman Bakovko. Emily Buttman. Destiny Callisto. Jake Karoka. Jack Carter. Josue Castillo. Lucas Castro. Aiden Cotto. An Dang. Mateus Desa. Jacob Delacroce. Nicholas Delacroce. Richard DiLoretto. Nicholas DeMille. Dante DiGianfelice. Roman Dos Santos. Jenna Durkin. Levi Duval. Tristan L. Ariana Espiliot. Lawrence Uries. Alexander Franklin. Dominic Gaeta. Skyla Gallo. Riley Ganter. Olivia Gardikis. Brandon Glass. India Goodman. Ava Haley. Kayla Hartnett. Emma Hayward. Scarlett Hernandez. Olivia Ippolito. Trinity Jackson Johnson. Jonathan Jalbert. Emily Jetter. Adam Joaquin. Hannah Jorgensen. Christopher Kilbride. Abigail Kilbride. Olivia LaValle. Michael Leonard. Dakota LaRue. Adriana Lamano. Samira Lula. Danny Machado. Kyle Maglione. Julie Mahoney. Robbie Mahoney. Elise Maltsev. Nicholas Marchand. Victoria Marks. Emily Marshall. Jabez Marte. Daniel Master. Matthew McDonald. Christopher Merriman. Nori Mashau. Mia Madunyo. Torrance Mugford. Brady Murphy. Max Murphy. Dahlia Najib. Jacqueline Nazaro. Haley Norman. Caroline Oliveira. Dante Alowu. Shay Palmer. Julia Paulino. Javius Perez. Skylar Perez. Cassia Picardi. Thomas Pothier. Brandon Pizzeni. Philip Quigley. Nicholas Reyes. Isabella Ribeiro. Antonio Ricciardi. Jenna Rich. Emiliani Rodriguez. Milena Santos. Anthony Seck. Cameron Silva. Francisca Souza. Aaron Servilis. Nathaniel Swanson. Avery Swanson. Emily Thomas. Trevin Tilley. Mia Saparlis. Christopher Saparlis. Samantha Valente. Sonia Vasconcelos. Nicholas Walsh. Charles Webb. Sophia Weinberg. Autumn Wolf. Louis Estrella. Isabel Lacassie. Alexander Palmer.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to the 2017 Pisces cluster as they move on from Higgins. They will be filing out in just a minute, and this is going to conclude our ceremony. We thank you very much for being part of it this morning and for your support over all the years at Higgins. Have a great day, and thank you again.